And I'm back. Didn't actually think I was going to record another video so soon, but I don't know. So, really quick message actually for you today. I've been sitting with something for probably past 3 days. Not very long, I know. I had a suspicion, decided not to listen to it, then went ahead and announced that I'm doing something. Then the suspicion turned the alarm on, and then I began to listen. So I'm not gonna explain this at the moment. I'm still sitting with it and I haven't taken action yet, but it's something that's happening, and I'm still processing, so I'm not yet ready to share completely, but I will. I pretty much share everything on the blog or my newsletter. So today I'm just really coming in with a very quick point for you to think about. And the idea that when we put something out there about, whether you're in business or in your personal life, when we put something out there about what we're doing or even who we are, there's a sense that we have committed to it. And definitely that's obviously one of the reasons we put something out there. And I know for me, I often announce things, in my business Facebook page, or I talk to my friends or family or whoever, and it's a way that I can be kept accountable. I do have a tendency to procrastinate and to, listen to that voice of fear of not not feeling ready to do something. So I always use that sense, of public sort of accountability when I'm in the process of doing something or creating a change or creating a product or service or whatever it is. But it often means that we have this idea that once we put something out there, we need to honor it, and that's a good thing, unless you're no longer feeling that it's right. So often when we do step into this new space, whether it's a new decision that we've, a new path that we're taking on, whether we decide that it's time for us to start a new hobby or look for a new job, or I don't know, whatever it is, a diet, a lifestyle change, we don't know what it's going to be like until we're there, until we've started, until we've said to the world, hey, this is what I'm doing, in whatever way we need to do that. But until we're actually doing it, we don't really know how it's going to feel. We don't know the results, of course, but we also, we don't know if it's really in alignment with what we want. And often we make decisions usually based on, the mind, the brain, and it's a cognitive process by which we reach a conclusion. And sometimes, especially when there's a lot of excitement or momentum or motivation because of things that are happening in our lives, or maybe because of doing things with other people around us, so if there's a kind of a peer support or a time of year when everyone sort of, especially actually September, for a lot of us, especially, in the Northern Hemisphere, we do feel like after the summer it's a time to set new intentions, start again. We talked a lot about that yesterday in my Bliss session. So we are often kind of put in a place where we're really excited, we take a decision, we start to take action, or perhaps we, put one step forward and we're there, and we haven't really honored, or we haven't really given it time to really kind of understand whether it's the right thing from a soul or heart perspective. And a lot of the time it is, these two parts of us communicate, but sometimes it's not. So today I really wanted to actually just pop in and give you permission to change your mind. So don't worry too much about what people are going to think. So often, in my last video I talked about letting people down and being afraid of, having to say no to certain things or having to put yourself first. And I guess this is also along the same lines, but more around, it's not inauthentic if you have to change your mind. In fact, it's the most authentic thing you can do. And you can decide how you do this. You can decide how quickly, how openly you talk about the change of mind or the change of heart. But at the end of the day, if what you said you would do or what you said, what you decided to take action on is not in alignment with you, then you're gonna have to do something about it. And if you do stick with it, my belief is it's gonna get messy further down the line. So I do know when I've taken stuff on, when I have a suspicion that it's not right, and I haven't allowed myself to change my mind, it's always turned out, badly for me or even for other people. And when I say badly, it doesn't mean that there's a whole big drama, but the more you choose to, as I said last time, the more you choose to live, with, I guess, honesty about how you feel and making decisions from that place about how you want to feel. And if something doesn't feel right, give yourself permission to say, you know what, I'm not sure this is correct anymore. And I'm gonna either pause, allow myself to reflect, or even immediately take a step back. When I say immediately, I don't actually mean straight away, the moment you get the first thought or first doubt, because often it's fear. So, starting to find the distinction between, the fear and when we're creating a change, when we're making a change in our life, there's always going to be a lot of, inner criticism, a lot of doubt, and that comes up often as we think it's a feeling, oh my god, it's not right for me. But there's often the ego going, oh, this is new and strange, and I'd rather you went back to the comfortable, safe space that you were before. So give yourself a few days to sit with that and ask yourself, is this really fear? And do I feel that this is a good thing for me to challenge? Or is this me realizing that actually the decision that I made might not be the right thing for me, either at the moment or at all? Stay with it, reflect on it, journal on it, meditate on it, whatever works for you. And then, if it's right, give yourself permission to change your mind. That's all. And then, believe me, you will feel the relief. You'll feel the relief of actually making a choice that brings you back into alignment with you. If you go forward, I believe that you will feel that, disconnection again and again and again. The more you try to bring it back, if there's something wrong, I feel like there's going to be that push back and forth. So I'm going to stop here, not short at all, but hopefully you'll find it useful, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.